Hi guys, so I'm heading to go into the wilderness for a few days. So I promised that I would do this video before I go. So I had some people ask the question, ask about how narcissists feel about children, right? So what you should know is that whether the children are stepchildren that they've spent 10, 15 years with, whether they are the new source of supplies children, whether they are their biological children, narcissists do not bond and they do not love, right? They can't really do real love. So they are not bonding with any of the children. Here's how they use children. They use children for a couple of different reasons. They use children to secure their new source of supply. If that new source of supply has children, the narcissist will love bomb those children and, give them lots of attention and time and maybe give them skateboards or take them climbing or give them just do fun stuff with them, right? So they'll love bomb the children, and they do that to secure the new source of supply, just like they did with your children. If you had a child and that was their stepchild, they love bombed your stepchild, right? Or their stepchild that was your child, or their own children they'll love bomb. They love children because children put them on a pedestal, and children give them adulation and flattery, and because children love to have people pay attention to them and do fun stuff with them. So it's easy for children to like someone that's nice to them, right? But here's the problem. The narcissist is not bonding and the child is bonding. So the child bonds, but there's no reciprocity. So they discard children the same way that they discard spouses. And it doesn't matter if the children are their own biological children, they will discard them. As soon as anyone's onto their mask, and if they're discarding their primary source of supply, they will also discard that person's children. And keep in mind, the discard may be, they may still be paying money for that child because they legally have to, or because performatively they want to look like the good guy or good girl, but they have emotionally discarded that child, especially if that child has problems or is sick or has an injury or has behavioral problems. That narcissist will discard them just like they do their old sources of supply, just like they did the sources of supply before you and those children, if they had any, and their own children. So they treat children the same way they treat all their relationships. They're expendable, they're disposable, they're single serving packets. They can't see children as like these unique beings. Now, during the love bombing, it's totally different. They are absolutely studying the children, and just like they are the new source of supply, and they are love bombing, right? And in order to do that, they've got to see some things that are specific to that child, right? So they are going to love bomb the children. And again, they do that to secure the new source of supply, but they also do that because the children themselves are a source of narcissistic supply for the narcissist, right? Because they have them on a pedestal. But beware, same problem's going to happen. The idealization, the devaluation, and the discard, that is going to happen with the children. That's going to happen with the new source of supply. That happened with you. That happened with the old sources of supply. So unfortunately, narcissists see their children just the same way they see any source of supply. They're an appliance. They're a Maytag. They're a Whirlpool. They're just a wash machine. It doesn't really matter. They're not really curious about the child's internal emotional well-being. If the child, like I said, gets hurt, these people emotionally detach. They absolutely are not there. They won't ask that child, hey, how are you doing emotionally after your really awful thing that you went through? Or how are you feeling about everything? Are you okay? Like, how's your internal life going? How are you coping? Narcissists won't do any of that. They don't care. They have no consideration for people's emotional life or internal life or uniqueness. People, again, including children, are single serving packets. But like I said, they're gonna love bomb the new sources supplies children. Part of the reason they do that again is so that they can ingratiate themselves to the new source of supply. New source of supply is like, oh look, this person loves children, and that's what they did with you. Like they love bombed your child so that you would glue with them, so that you would bond with them. But over time, that narcissist doesn't give a crap about your child, not even remotely, because again, they're going to start devaluing the children as well, especially when the children start showing their humanity. And remember, a narcissist they're so crazy perfectionistic that they cannot tolerate anyone's sign of humanity or mortality or anything wrong with people. And this is ridiculous because a narcissist has so much wrong with them. I mean, more than the average person, right? So their rejection of humanity is absurd. If they really took any time for self-reflection, they would have to reject their own humanity because they are so flawed as people. They're just really twisted individuals. They're sick in the head. So, their rejection of other people for being mortal and human and imperfect is really rather absurd, because narcissists are probably some of the people that are the farthest from perfection that you will ever find. Even though they have a mask of perfection, underneath it they have duplicity. They're liars, they're cheaters, they're gaslighters. They are, really duplicitous people that do not have empathy. And again, they don't have empathy for the children any more than they have empathy for the old source of supply or for the new source of supply. They lack empathy. It's part of one of the hallmark characteristics of a narcissist or a sociopath. They do not have empathy. So don't expect empathy from them for your children, because they don't have it. And again, during the love bombing, they're faking it, man. They are sending a mask and they fake it, and they can appear to have empathy, but there's something off about it. And if you have any form of intuition, you're really trying to seek the truth, you'll know that there's something off about them. Listen to your gut that tells you that there's something vacant, there's something empty, there's something missing from this person. And it's bone chilling. It's scary. You will see the way that they treat your children in the future. They'll discard your child and your children just like they're going to do to you if you're the new source of supply. So it's unfortunate, but that's the reality. And especially if children start to develop like their own personalities, or they're no longer putting the narcissist on a pedestal because they're teenagers and they're doing their own thing. They're figuring their life out, right? So narcs are typically better with younger children because the younger children don't see through them. And also, as soon as somebody starts really developing some discernment, they may start seeing through the narcissist, and especially if they have a lot of intuition, they might feel that something's quite off about this person. Something's not right. So I hope this helps you, but unfortunately, narcissists do not bond with children. The children do bond with the narcissist, so that's a disaster waiting to happen, because the children are going to get hurt by the inevitable discard from that narcissist. So I'm so sorry if this is happening to you. I'm so sorry if you have children with a narcissist. And of course, if you have children with a narcissist and you're going through divorce, they are going to brutalize the children. They do not care about how it affects the children. And they don't care. If somebody really loves the children, they are not going to drag the spouse through court over and over again. They're not going to do that. People that really are worried and care about their child's and children's well-being are going to try to be civil and amicable as best they can during the divorce process. Not so with a narcissist. These are the people that take their spouses or ex-spouses back to court every year to fight for custody and to fight to get the child support reduced. I mean, these people will brutalize their children in court because they do not have any empathy. They do not care about the children at all. They don't care about how it affects them. They don't care about the collateral damage. So they are, and remember, their whole thing in life is to win, right? And so children to them are just pawns in that game of winning, right? They have to win. And in order to win, you have to lose. And they don't care if the children go down with you while you're losing. They just don't care. And that's even when they're their biological children. So I'm so sorry. Check out this website called One Mom's Battle. She did an amazing job of divorcing a covert narcissist / sociopath, and she was able to have a pretty fair outcome. And now she does divorce coaching for people that are trying to divorce these cluster B personality disordered individuals or character disturbed individuals. Thanks so much, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.